Welcome to another FiddleHed fiddle lesson. Let's do the tune We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I'm going to play the whole thing at a medium tempo, and then I'll show you the tune part by part, then note by note, very slowly so that you're sure to get it. So here we go. Ho ho ho. Okay, let's do this. Some scales you could play. Maybe warm up with the old C major scale. Alright, so let's just launch into this chestnut of a tune and play the first quarter of the A part. Okay, so that starts open D to D3 twice. That second D will be short and we'll go up to A real fast. And back to D3. And we're going to keep going down to low 2 and then to 1 on D. Again. And there's the whole first quarter of the A part. Again. Okay, if you're unsure of that, I recommend pausing the video right now and practicing it. You may want to try looping it or just playing it a few times until you can do it without really thinking too hard or it starts to feel natural. So pause the video right now and practice. Okay, welcome back. Now let's do the second quarter of the A part. That's going to start open A, twice to 1, then back to open A. Then we're going to go D3, 2, open, open. Here's that piece again. Before that, then, okay, now let's do the whole second quarter. Once again. Now let's do the third quarter of the A part to this song. Okay, let's break that down. Starting A1 to low 2, back to A1. Okay, I'm going to continue. I just added D3, 1 at the end. By the way, just in case you're new to FiddleHed, I have left-hand fingerings in the comments field below. So here's the third quarter again. And then now I'll do the fourth quarter. It's going to start with two short D notes, open D, going to a longer D1, and then adding A, open A, and then adding D2, 3. Again. Okay, very cool. Now I'm going to do the entire A part very slowly. If you're unsure of any part, this is where Santa Claus tells you, be a good boy or girl, pause the video, rewind, and practice whatever you need to practice. Alright, so you may want to listen to it more slowly a few times and play along, whatever you feel like. You know, as long as you're playing and practicing, that's what I care about. Okay, let's move on to the B part. I'll play the first quarter of the B part now. Not too bad, right? Here, so we're going to start open D to D3. And then twice more on D3. And then add D2. And you're done with that quarter. Okay, not too hard, right? Now let's move on to the second quarter. Okay, so that's gonna be all on the D string. We're gonna go 2, 3, 2, 1, open. I'm just gonna play that again. All right, I think that's pretty doable. Let's move on to the third quarter of the B part. Here we go with that now. Open A. Open A1, open. And then we're going to go D3 to A3. Back to open D. Here's that second part. I actually think that's kind of hard if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, it might be worth your while to loop on that. There's two ways to do it. You can play D3 and then lift and place A3. So here's that way again. And then open D. Or if you're more intermediate player or just more comfortable with kind of putting your finger across both strings, put third across both and do. Experiment on your own. I think this is maybe like a cool little exercise you can extract from the tune. When I teach students in person, all we do is we make up little exercises from hard parts of the tune. And just repeat on that, loop on that a little bit. So, making up your own exercises from tunes can be a really, really fun way to practice because you can do all kinds of cool things. You could add rhythms to this. That's hoedown, long, short, short. You add triplets. All right, another really cool way to practice little exercises is to start them on other strings, also known as transposing. So we could start this on G3. So that'd be G3, D3, open G. Or we could start it on A. And if you feel comfortable doing all that, you can sequence all three of those transpositions together and create like a little new piece of music. And so on. You might even write your own tune that way. Anyway, thanks for doing that, and I think you'll find you'll enjoy that a lot if you do it on your own. So let's get back to where we're at in the tune. We were on the B part, third quarter. I'm now going to play the whole thing again to kind of bring us back. Okay, now let's move on and do the entire fourth quarter of the B part. So we're going to start with two short Ds. Actually, I should just say that this is the same as the fourth quarter of the A. So you kind of already know it, right? But here it is again. Okie dokie. Well, that covers the B part. I'm now going to just play the entire B part to this tune, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Very good. Okay, I'm glad you made it to the end of the lesson. Pat yourself on the back. Congratulate yourself. Not everybody does that. Not everybody's as patient as you are. Okay, so just now that you've got the tune, you can end the video now if you want to go and practice it. But here's some suggestions for some extra things you can do with it. The main thing is, kind of like when we made up that exercise from the tune, you can transpose the entire tune, all right? So we could start the whole thing on open G. Or we could start it on A. Alright. So, yeah, the other thing that I will mention is that I might be doing for some of these songs, these Christmas songs, I might be doing videos in which we learn the chords and learn how to sing along. Not in this particular one, but stay tuned for that. And finally, for all the tunes I teach, I try to put them on a big Spotify playlist. It's just called FiddleHed Tunes. Find it on Spotify. And the version I like for this song is somewhat unconventional. It's by the indie rock band Weezer. I really like their version. So check that out. And thanks again for making it to the end. We'll see you next time. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. New Year. Ramadan. Everything rolled into one. Everybody's happy in the world. Well, not yet, but someday, hopefully. All right. Bye.